Hey everyone, in this video we're going to talk about 14 ways to gamify your online lessons. Gamification is something that has infiltrated all of education because, well, I guess it's come out of actual games and people being glued to technology and wanting rewards and that sort of give it to me now sort of attitude that we seem to have a little bit. And gamifying actually does make things more fun. It helps with retention. It makes that learning process more enjoyable. And we have some ideas of how you can do it with online lessons. And so Chris here is going to give us just give us three, and then if everyone wants the document of all of them, you can click the button. But give us three of the ones that you're excited about.
All right. Well, the first one's a big one, and it's actually create a points-based system for your music school. And the way that we did that is a Good Time Music Academy, which is the music school that Johnny used to run, and I helped him there. They came up with homework books, and essentially at the end of every homework session or every lesson, you'd talk about what their work was worth, and so you might give them 5 points for practice. You might give them maybe 10 stickers for playing a phrase that they were struggling with the last week really well this week. You might also have things inside the homework book that's like activities like, hey, for younger learners, here's a picture of our logo. Draw whatever you see around the logo, colour it in, and that's worth 5 stickers. So allowing kids to actually earn points and stickers is a great way of getting them involved and helping them track their progress as well.
Yeah, that's cool. And another great thing that we always did with our gamification is you find ways to show off the kids that have won prizes. Because so for in our building, there's literally a big glass prize cabinet with prizes going from cheap ones right up to expensive ones. And so the kids would all see someone at the end of the lesson going in, talking to a staff member, cashing in, and seeing that. But online, when you're not all in the same space, you got to find ways to do that. So that's going to be through little things like little video newsletters or newsletters to parents and students, things like that. So find a way to show off and show people that other people are winning these things. It's something that they can attain themselves. It creates a bit of FOMO, fear of missing out. Well, I want to win a chocolate bar. I want to win a movie ticket, etc. Cool. Give us the next one.
All right, next one is, if you're on Zoom, make sure that you're utilizing the screen share and annotate functions within Zoom. And this is really important because you might have worksheets that you would have used in in-person lessons, but if you're online, you can actually screen share a PDF of a worksheet that you might have normally used, and the student can use the annotate function to fill that out in real time. So this kind of screen space between you can actually become a great working space as well, and that's one way of getting the student to interact in a new way that isn't maybe just playing their instrument. It's about them interacting with whatever you've got there ready for them in their worksheet format.
Yeah, that's really cool. And so just remember, we're just giving you a few ideas. Click the link, grab a really great PDF document of lots of other ideas. Yeah, let's hear the third one.
All right, well, one thing that we've seen working really well at some schools, particularly during this time, is that they are doing things like school-wide challenges and prize draws. And so that means that every student is working towards a common goal. And as a teacher, I've seen this work in classrooms a lot as well. But this is fantastic because you might set a challenge saying, hey, for the next 4 weeks, for this month, if everyone can get 10 stickers for their doing practice for the whole week, then we're going to get an awesome prize. And don't be stingy with it. Like if you're gonna say do a prize, then make sure that everyone gets a prize, or maybe it's a an online concert that you perform with your tutors as a special reward, or something fun that they're going to really look forward to and try and work together as a team for.
Yeah, totally. And the bigger that your school gets, the bigger budget you have, and you need to put a little bit more money in. One of the things that I think about is all the big talent quests we did, and the size of the prizes directly correlated to the size of number of applications and the size of the crowd that turned up. Like when we first started, it was like, win Subway cookies, and there was maybe like $250 worth of prizes, and little things like Subway vouchers and stuff like that. And then the last 2 or 3 years we've actually packed out like the whole town hall, and we've had like $8,000 worth of prizes. So you don't need to do anything that crazy, but things like look at what's hot and what's cool. Like we've been talking about some different things, and like iWatches, they're popular, and it's hundreds of dollars, but maybe that's something that people work towards as the grand prize, and that's $300 or $400 maybe, and that's over a quarter, over several months, and that's prize 1, and then 2 and 3 you have other prizes and lots of small ones. But if you actually put together a few $100s worth of prizes, it is actually really worth it. And so have a think, what's cool, what's kooky, what are kids into, what would they love to work towards, and how can you leverage that whole thing for marketing to reach out and show other people what they're missing out. If they come and learn at your school, well, it's all gamified. There's all these extra prizes. It's really exciting. It's not sort of temporary, on hold, boring lessons while we wait to get back to in person, all that sort of stuff. So there's a few cool ideas. Click the link below if you want to get the spreadsheet, not spreadsheets, PDF, beautiful PDF you've designed of all the different ideas that could be useful to you. And if you'd like extra resources and helpful things like this, head over to buildamusicschool.com. Stacks of great stuff, and we talk about how we built our music school from 30 to 2,000 students. Get stuck in, and we'll see you in the next video.